going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, I'm back. $1,000 to $25,000 challenge. The last time we tried this, man, to end the year 2024, the only thing standing in between 25xing our money was Alabama money line. The worst loss I have ever taken in my entire career of sports betting, not from a monetary standpoint. We only started with $1,000. So yeah, I lost over an $11,000 bet, but we had kind of earned the money to get up to that point. So it wasn't about the money. You guys see the bet slips in my video. You've been with the channel, hopefully, for a long time here. You guys know every year I bet hundreds of thousands of dollars on sports and make a ton of money doing it. So it wasn't about the money, but it was about you guys. It was about here at the channel successfully getting through a ladder challenge, 25xing our money, and in the perfect spot, the leg that I was most confident out of all of them, the most unthinkable result. I mean, we have Alabama, a 9-point favorite, the line movement all the way up to 17, a money line that was what, somewhere in the hundreds. I'll actually put the bet slip on the screen that lost, somewhere in the the upper 100 range, just absolutely ballooning up into the thousands. A team that was using their star players with wanting to end the year on a high note versus a Michigan team that didn't care. They just played their Super Bowl against Ohio State. Didn't even have, they had an interim coach in there. It is unthinkable, unimaginable, almost impossible. But you know what? One of the worst upsets in just decades of sports. It was unbelievable. I actually am stunned. I still feel like I'm kind of in like a fairy tale land, like I have a fog around me just from that wager. But hey, I didn't even want to go on this tangent. I started the video with a rant here about the Alabama thing. I had to come on here and say something, and now I'm all flustered to try to record this video. Look, let's forget it. There's nothing we can do. It's the past, guys. We're going to complete this. And this time, I don't have an end of year deadline. If you guys remember, that was a 2024 challenge. So specifically, I was forced to use what we had left in that challenge there for the year 2024. I mean, we did that in like 2 weeks' time. I don't have a time frame. I can't even tell you my desired time frame on this challenge. We're going to be patient. We're going to complete this. If I have a day where I'm just like, yeah, I don't really have a lock today, we're just going to pass. Who knows? By the time we actually complete this, it might be a Super Bowl wager. So no rush, no time frame, go slow. We're also going to take profit along the way. This is the right way to 25x our money. We are going to do this. I'm only doing this because I'm super competitive and I don't lose. I don't lose in anything. So I'm going to complete this. Ready to go. Got the ticket ready for you guys here. It's going to use Saturday games only. And then hopefully, if this hits, I'll have another video for you guys tomorrow morning. So definitely hit the subscribe button. Drop a like on today's video. I would appreciate running this video up. I was not going to try this again. I'm going to do it for you guys the right way. Show some support. Crush the like. And guys, you know what? Despite taking such a bad loss, look at my numbers. I'm crushing the year 2025. I've had 2 winning days. The first 2 days in the year 2025, already up over 6 units. Even if you're betting $10, that's already $60. Almost pays for an entire month of my picks. If you're betting $100 a pop, that's already $600. 4 straight winning weeks in the NFL, up over 30 units. I'm killing the game right now. I am printing money in sports betting. There's no better time to continue this challenge, man. I'm not going to let one unbelievable money line upset ruin our mojo. We're going to get our money back. We're going to get this thing done, and we're going to stick it to the books. So hopefully you guys are excited about that. Of course, if you want all my picks, and I have a lot, I have some that go on today. I have a 7-unit max play this week. I'm 4-0. You guys saw it on the screen earlier. I'm 4-0 in my last 4 max plays. Like I already mentioned, 4 straight winning weeks. We got a ton of college basketball on Saturday. It's a slate of over 130 games. I'm sending out college hoops. You guys see my numbers, man. Join the text list, man. I'll put you right on the text list. It'll go right to your phone. You're going to get my plays, the odds, and how many units to put on each one. Just simply copy the text message, man. danspicks.net. That's my website. The link to that website in the description below. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. And seriously, like on a serious note, you got to get on there. I mean, I'm printing money right now. We are red hot in premium. Let me go ahead and share the screen with you guys. I'm going to bring up FanDuel Sportsbook. Definitely using FanDuel because I'm going to stick it to them, man. They got that 11,000. They were about to get hosed for 25 racks. And, sure as shit, Alabama, man. Man, I'm stunned. Man, I'm stunned. So let's go. NFL. This is all NFL. Saturday, one day, first ticket. We're going to this first game. We are going to click same game parlay. Actually, I might have to just go to the popular section. We're going to scroll down somewhere in here. I saw it earlier. Where are we at? Boy, maybe it's in same game parlay section. First half winner. Here we go. First half winner and end of regulation winner. We're taking the Baltimore Ravens just to simply win the first half and win the game. We all know what's on the line. We all see the point spread. I see a lot of people on the internet really suggesting the Ravens are going to come out and cover the first half spread, which is like 11 now, 10 and a half, 11. I don't really love that because of the weather, but we're just simply going to get the Ravens to just get out on the right foot. They want to rest their starters in the second half of this game. I mean, the Cleveland Browns are so bad. They're going to Bailey Zappi now. I mean, are they even going to score? I don't know. The point total, the team total for the Cleveland Browns in this entire game is 10 and a half, and it's juiced heavily to the under. Baltimore Ravens, just win the first half. Just win the game. That's number one. We're going to go back up here, guys. We're going to take an alternative total points on this entire game. If you guys log on to the Weather Channel or whatever you use for the weather, go ahead and look up Baltimore, Maryland. We're talking 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Now, precipitation not in the mix, but people always make that mistake in sports betting. Rain, snow often lead to overs because it puts the defense at a significant advantage. It's wind. It is wind that ruins teams from scoring a lot of points. The other thing that makes me lean strongly to the Ravens in this contest is with the wind, with the extreme wind, the only part of the Ravens defense that is weak is the secondary. So with that crazy wind, you can't even beat them with deep throws because no one's throwing in this game. This is a ground game. The Ravens defense against the rush is extremely strong. And on the ground from offense, a combination with a running quarterback in Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, this says Ravens all over it. I really am just going to be stunned if Cleveland can even get to 10 points in this game. And if they do score, it's going to be late. So we're going to go down here and we're going to take, what did I write down here? I don't even know. We took 54 and a half. Let me triple check that. I wrote it down, but I have the wrong piece of paper in front of me right now. Let me pull up the bet slip on my phone. Yeah, 54 and a half. 54 and a half. And this is shooting for the moon. This is way over what I could have done. We could get way more aggressive. The point total on this game is only 41. It's only 41, and I don't even know if it gets to 41. It's so windy. We have a Cleveland team that just cannot score, and the Ravens, once they build a little bit of a lead, there's not going to be any starters in the end of this game. Even if the Ravens score a lot of points just to build that lead and take care of business early, which is fine for a double result wager, they're pulling everybody in the second half. I don't think there'll be a single point scored in the fourth quarter of this game. Under 54 and a half. Like I said, the team total for the Cleveland Browns is at 10 and a half, and it's juiced heavily to the under. So let's say they actually go over it. It's a miracle. They got a pick six or something crazy, and they even scored 17. They almost double their point total. Are the Ravens dropping 40? No, absolutely not. Not in rainy weather where you're pulling your starters in the second half. This is flying under 54 and a half. And that's all we're using from that game. So we got a double result, Ravens to win both halves, and under 54 and a half. Now let's go to our second game. And this game, I could have loaded up. I could easily make this ticket plus 300 if I want. I'm not doing it because I'm not rushing. I'm not losing. We're cashing all our tickets. Let's start with an alternative spread. And I love it. Let's scroll down here. We're going to go to show more. We're going to scroll all the way down. We're taking Pittsburgh plus 11 and a half. Oh my gosh, we're taking Pittsburgh. They've looked so bad. And Cincinnati, they have playoff hope. Their offense is great. This is, I actually have to watch what I say about that. Actually, I can't even say any. I have already kind of said too much. Pittsburgh plus 11 and a half. You think, okay, I'm just going to ask it. I'm just going to ask you guys. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Really? They don't have motivation? They want to lose 4 games in a row and then go play the Baltimore Ravens instead of the Texans? There is way more motivation in this game for Pittsburgh, not Cincinnati. Cincinnati is still the odds that Denver is going to, the chance Cincinnati gets into the playoffs is still like micro. I don't think, I think the motivation's on Pitt here. They got to get right before the playoffs. We already know the numbers. Mike Tomlin is a short home underdog. Divisional game. Pittsburgh beat him in the first game. No brainer. Pittsburgh plus 11.5. See, that's one where I could have got more aggressive too. We could have took just 8.5 just for them to keep it a 1-possession game. But we'll go a little extra on the safe side. We'll go 11.5 there with Pittsburgh. We're also going to go to the point total here. We are going to go and we're going to show more. And we're going to scroll down and we're going to take over 33.5. Now, we could have gone wildly more aggressive on this. Cincinnati still doesn't have a D. They don't have defense. And Pittsburgh, although their offense hasn't looked good lately, look who they played. Look who they played and the circumstance of those games. I'm not writing off Pittsburgh. I mean, a lot of people are so down on Pitt and so high on Cincy. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. Pittsburgh's still a good football team. They got to get right. Pickens, I expect them to do just fine. Russell Wilson, he's going to throw all over this Cincinnati defense just like he did in the first game. They put up 40 points on the Bengals. That first game was a complete shootout. I expect nothing less here. We know Cincinnati's offense could probably get us 33.5 on their own. There's a chance for that. This is flying over. I could have got way more aggressive. We could put in a 39.5. Just, 20 points per team. I think that's more than reasonable, but you just never know if there's just 1 or 2 screw ups that just make it a little tighter than it should be. We're going 33.5 just to absolutely make sure it's cashing. And then we're going to scroll over here on this top bar. We're going to go to passing props, scroll down. Joe Burrow, his passing yards are set at 284.5. Now, I think it makes a lot of sense. He'll go over that and throw for at least 300 in this game. Chase Brown, that running back that they like to use, he's hurt, man. He's questionable for the game. I don't even know if he's going to play. And if he does, he's far from 100%. And Pittsburgh, the strength is up front. I mean, the secondary is where you're going to get him here. So Joe Burrow with those receivers, I expect him to throw for 300 yards. But we're going to come down. We're going to just take an alternative total of 200. And that's our first ticket. That's it. 5 legs minus 109. We're not even going for plus money. We could get more aggressive on the point total. We could throw in, maybe Chase, Jamar Chase. Maybe just him to get like 50 yards. Maybe we could put in George Pickens to get us a couple of yards. We could put in like Najee Harris just to rush for 25, just to bump this thing to plus odds. No player props, just Joe Burrow's passing yards, some alt spreads, a double result, and some point totals. Minus 109. Take it to the absolute bank. I'll put my bet slip on the screen for you guys. But as you can see here, 1,000 gets us over 900. We'll take it. Step 1. Let me know, guys, what you think in the comment section of this day one wager. I just don't see any way that this comes up short. So let me know in the comments. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys like this video. I mean, I'm doing this for you guys. I'm going to complete this. Show me some love. I'm already going to put money in your pockets. Have been doing that consistently all season long. 22-9 on the whiteboard free picks. Be sure to check out all my NFL Week 18 predictions. I've already dropped another parlay as well, a full-length parlay for the entire week, a player prop parlay at plus 170 odds, plus 168 to be exact. So you guys can check that out. Just look at all the videos I posted here on the channel. And of course, you see my numbers, man. You're really going to go through week NFL 18 without my picks. You're really going to go through a Saturday that has 130 college basketball games without my picks. It's dirt cheap. You can get an entire week for $30. No brainer. See you in the next video.